The 2023 Diamond League schedule has been announced. There's some interesting notes to get into with this schedule and some history for the Diamond League series based on what we now know about the 2023 season. Let's start by talking about some fun facts we've seen with this new schedule, and then we'll get to the big takeaway that everybody is talking about. The Premier International Track and Field Series now has 15 meets for its 2023 edition. That 15 event count is setting history for a new all-time high out of the 14 seasons that we've had Diamond League competition. The meets in 2023 are spread across 4 continents and 12 different countries. Of these nations, 2 are pulling double duty as hosts, with Switzerland having the Lausanne meeting in June and Zurich at the end of August. China is also hosting 2 meets with back-to-back events in Shanghai and Shenzhen in July. This year there is also a new event which got permanent promotion into the Diamond League series. After being a part of the Continental Tour for many years, Silesia received Diamond League status on a provisional basis in 2022. Yes, that's a real thing that happens, I guess. And with the schedule announcement, it was also revealed that Silesia has now joined the Diamond League schedule permanently-ish, at least for the next 5 years. And now we arrive at what is the biggest development coming out of this Diamond League release, and that for the first time in the history of the Diamond League series, the Diamond League final will not be taking place in Europe. Athletes will compete in the 14 series meetings from May to September, with the best of the best qualifying for the 2-day finale to take place on September 16th and 17th, with the move dates of the Prefontaine Classic, which of course is in Eugene, Oregon. So it's exciting news, at least for US track and field fans, to see that momentum going with hosting major events in this country, building off of what we saw with the World Championships in 2021. The fan reaction to the news has been somewhat mixed. There's a lot of excitement from the US fans, which was to be expected, but there are also people who have some reservations about this change to the final. There's generally a solid group of people, and particularly in the US, that get frustrated by the fact that Eugene seemingly has a monopoly on hosting major track and field events in this country. Attendance for the final will be very interesting to watch, as the timing of this event is very different from what we saw for the Summer World Championships in 2021. Eugene is hard enough to get to for Americans as is, let alone people from outside the country. We also saw there was plenty of drama for the World Championships, with athletes getting visas. Famously, Ferdinand Omanyala couldn't even get into the country and didn't arrive in Eugene until hours before his first race in the 100 at the World Championships. And while he didn't use it as an excuse, he didn't make it to the final, and that obviously would not have helped. Athletes had trouble getting into the country with a substantial amount of lead time that you get for an event for planning at the World Championships. Diamond League finals, some athletes don't really know until after that 14th meet if they have qualified. So that'll also be something to keep an eye on, and if any athletes have difficulty with the travel restrictions around this event. Some locals have also pointed out that being in fire season for the Pacific Northwest, that smoke at that time of year could be a very real issue. Considering the relative difficulty of getting to a more remote place like Eugene compared to a major city, the mid-September dates also makes it much more challenging from a logistics standpoint of fans trying to get away from school, work, cross-country season, everything else going on that time of year, compared to having more flexibility in an event that's happening this summer. Maybe the organizers thought of this intentionally, or maybe it was just a coincidence, but the Oregon football team is also hosting a home game on that same weekend. The Ducks are playing Hawaii on Saturday the 16th, and while the timing of the game and the timing of the actual Diamond League events has not yet been released, I know that if I was on the organizing committee, which my dumb brain certainly is not, I would be doing everything I possibly could to work out promotions to try and get as many of those football fans as possible to double up that weekend and also go to the Diamond League final. Regardless of how this plays out, it's always exciting to get news about the 2023 outdoor season. As we have now crossed the 6-month window, we're officially less than half a year from the start of the next Diamond League competitions. What do you think about the Diamond League schedule and the final moving to the United States for the first time? Let me know in the comments if you're thinking about traveling to Eugene for it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow me on all the social platforms at Travis Miller X13, and I'll see you next time.